G'day guys, it's Dave here from Old Rigs Down Under. Welcome to the latest video. We're going to head out to the Coleambally Vintage Rally in this one. So we're got this Flintstone washed up and got one of the tractors on the ultraliner as well, so just about to load up and head out. Looks like we've got some magnificent weather. We've had a couple of colder, damper shows in the last 4 years out there. It's on every 2 years, so it looks like we're going to be blessed with a little bit of decent weather for a couple of days, which will be fantastic. So anyway, we'll load up and get out there, eh? I'll fire this old rocket up. So we've got three V8s on the run. We've got the Flintstone 2255 with the V8 cat, and of course the ultraliner. Let's rock and roll. A little bit rusty on the teeth. Jeez, I missed that V8 sound. Absolutely beautiful day for travelling out in the country. Absolutely just a magnificent winter's day. Looking forward to a good show out there. So I've just pulled up on the road just to check a few chains and make sure everything's riding okay. Absolutely beautiful day out here. Could handle another couple of months like this without any worry at all. Check the chains in there. So I've just got the chains going four ways on the front, and just a strap on the back here on either side just to stop it from walking sideways. Lights and signs, you beauty. Very good. Time to get back into it. What do you reckon? Let's make a mile. So this is at the front of the Rotary Park at Coleambally, where the vintage rally is, and this is the centrepiece for the town, I suppose you'd say. Bucyrus drag bucket, or dragline bucket. This was used here in the Murrumbidgee and Coleambally irrigation areas when they were setting it up. As you can see there. So they walked it here from Deniliquin, which is probably a good hour and a half in a car, maybe longer, maybe 2. So at 2 miles an hour should be fairly steady, fairly noisy too, I'd imagine. But yeah, just to look at the tracks, I mean they're nearly 6 foot tall, maybe 5 foot probably, come up to sort of my chest. Then if you look at those big rollers in that bearing race for the swivel, it's fairly substantial, but the motor still runs. Fairly wild old setup. Would have been great to see it in action. Great thing to see and look at if you come here to Coleambally. Few of the trucks on display here. Beautiful old sea line, this one. Familiar looking R600. Very original late model R600 next to it, the yellow one. The Flintstone here you'll know from an earlier video. He's put some blocks under the front of it and lifted her up a little bit and hung some mud flaps off her. Looking $1 million. Looks like she's ready to go back to work. Pretty cool old truck this. I think it come out with an 871 in it, but it's got an 892 in it now. Can't really see much under there. No footwell there, so it's an early one, Seattle cab. Pull down door handles. Just a really cool old original truck, this one. Selection of R models here. Lovely old super power. And the old cab over. It's always good to see it out and about. Planted her up in 2005, back when Dad owned it, and still looks good to this day. So 20 years on, make cab overs great again. Probably battling a little bit with some wind noise here, but if you have a look at this beautiful old 65 Seattle. I'm pretty sure it's a W923, but I'm sure someone will correct me on that. Absolute beautiful restoration with some pretty cool goodies on the back of it. Some 730 Johnny, Spoke a D, both which are pretty sought after John Deere's. And a 930 case on the back. These two old rockets are owned by the same people. Take me hat off to anyone that can restore something old like this. At least with the stuff I muck about with, it's you can buy parts for most of it, but these things here are, you know, this thing here is nearly 100 years old. It's a 1927 model according to the tag on the front. Amazing that it's still here today and in drivable condition. Old LTS 9000. Couple of familiar faces here. Beautiful old original R600, 86 model with a 4 valve, one of the very last of them. Absolute ripper truck, that one, very good original. Still in its working clothes truck, still does a bit from time to time. Really good spec, 354 valve, 12 speed on 44s. Absolute ripper. Ex-Walker's transport from Dubbo. Won't get much of a view here into that sun, unfortunately, but yeah, what a ripper. Okay guys, here's a couple of still photos that I took. Just put together in a mini slideshow for you. There was quite a few people around the cars and it was a little bit hard to get a video that would have been much good. So I hope this will do. As you can see, there's a pretty good variety of stuff there, and much like the tractors, they're parked in under the trees. It's really good. There were a couple of car clubs invited to the show as far as I know. This is a really good show. I've mentioned it a few times and we got blessed with weather this time, but it's one to put in your calendar. So it'll be 2 years away now, so it'll be in August 2027. So try and put it in your diary and we'd love to see you there. Terrific day in under the trees here at Coleambally. Lots of cool stuff around. Very cool old cat grader. Haven't seen one of these Deutzes before. 8006, must be one of the bigger ones of the series. Front wheel assist must be a rare thing out here too. Very cool 4440. One of the neater ones you'd see anywhere. The old Warren Joey's tag on them. Warren Josephson. Two 135 white with a big 478 Herc in it. Good American iron there. The Oliver 1850 with the Perkins there beside it. When you look at the frame on these two tractors, it's quite similar. Like the cast iron bathtub style. Started on these Olivers and was carried into the whites. Good examples owned by the one collector. C670 Chamberlain. Little ender crawler, I'm not sure what it is, TD6 maybe. TD9, there you go. popular with the tractor pullers, a Super 90, 371 GM. A little bit of a head case there. Super 70. Reckon she'd make a fair bit of noise with that stack on it. Here's a 2255 I brought out without the bonnet sides. It looks like a bit of a rat rod, bit of a shit box, but anyway, we'll give it a go today. Had a little bit of a run with it yesterday and it pulled okay. Two 155, the biggest of the Hercules tractors, or Hercules powered whites I should say. And the 2135 here that my brother owns. So I put a bit of water in these back tyres the other day, so pretty keen to see how it goes. Just used to spin the back wheels a bit. We might just let a little bit more air out of them yet, but yeah, at least it'll have a bit of weight in there. Something you don't see too many of, 7520 John Deere, so articulated tractor with that early style of bonnet and grille. Pretty sure this is a local tractor, been around here for a good while. Good to see it out and about. Deutz is powering through alright. I think that's the one I looked at this morning, was an 8006 from memory. There's an old Lands Bulldog behind it, that's what you can hear. Not quite full. Yeah, we'll do, mate. Yeah, right, mate. Well, reckon this one's, what, about 90 horsepower, or are we into the open? Oh, right. All right, we'll go fire a couple up. So is it just open past 100? Yeah, oh well. We'll soon get told one way or another. That's all right. Got ourselves a collection of whites here all lined up, or whites and olivers. 2135, 2155, 2135, 2255 and 1850. Good to have them all on the one spot. Well, we're loaded up and ready to go. Been a successful outing, fantastic weather, great event, really good variety of stuff there. So, one thing left to do, and that's to make it home. Well, we got back from Coleambally and just about to unload here this morning. But we had a ripping weekend. The weather was terrific. There was a great variety of all sorts of equipment there: trucks, tractors, motorbikes, cars, stationary engines. Lots of good people. And like I say, just nice to have some really good weather. We had a pretty ordinary month last month weather-wise, and spring's just getting that little bit closer. So, going to unload the 24 cylinders of goodness here, 3 V8s. Ultraliner did well, the 2255 did well, as did the Flintstone. So, hope you enjoy the video, guys. It's nice to get back out to a truck and tractor show, and there'll be a few more to come. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.